Welcome to this week's market report for the week of September 16th. So market alerts this week, we really just have some produce. We've got oranges, lemons hanging out on the list. Again, I'm not sure, this is like 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row. We've added corn and also jumbo asparagus. Poultry news. So overall, not a lot going on with the market this week. We will see probably some increases next week, I would say, for sure on poultry. I'm sure you guys have heard about the hurricane that's happened in the east here in the North Carolina, South Carolina area. A lot of poultry in this area, so you could see some issues coming up. But for now, wings have a little bit of a continued demand due to the football season. That's going to go, again, through the football season. Whole birds and 8 to 9 piece are slightly down. Breasts have stabilized, and tenders are down slightly. In beef news, so right now suppliers have a pretty good amount of strip loins, briskets, inside rounds, and ground beef. So when that happens, typically you'll see a downtick in your pricing. So look for some better pricing on those items here. Once that gets depleted though, yeah, you can look at prices going back up. But for now, take advantage of that. If you can freeze, do it. Dairy. Okay, so before we get into dairy, which again, not a lot's going on right here, but I've got a joke for you. So why don't eggs tell each other jokes? Because they don't want to crack each other up. But boom. Okay, block and barrel market is they're both down. Eggs are down as supplies are mediocre. Supplies are good, and the demand is mediocre. So right now eggs are down a little bit. Good thing. Milk is up due to demand, and butter's up, but supplies are building for butter, so hopefully we won't see a huge increase in that. So for produce market, lemons on the list again, oranges on the list again. So we're having issues with those because they're just extremely tight. It's starting to ease up a little bit. We should see some decent numbers coming out of the desert from Oxnard. Same thing with oranges. So what's going on with oranges is, again, just extremely tight. This time of year, we're forecasting them to be coming up pretty soon. So look for a little change here in the coming weeks out of California. So as far as jumbo asparagus, specifically asparagus, so Peru's where we're getting our asparagus from right now, and the cold weather is not making the jumbo asparagus happy, so really tight on jumbo asparagus. Corn, extremely tight at the moment. What's happening is the supply is winding down out of California. In Michigan's cooler weather is creating some issues coming out of there. We are getting some corn out of Oregon, but for now, it's a little tight. So in other commodities, again, not a whole lot of change this week across the board. Not much with soybean, and canola oil is still a little bit tight, but not a lot going on. So thanks again for watching this week's report. We hope you'll sign up at www.helpknx.com. Post your job for free, look for a job for free, and see you next week. Thanks for watching.